Hello, Cancer. All right, Cancer, who broke your heart? Come on, tell me. I'll go and have words. Right. I'm doing relationship readings. I'm doing you versus them. Now, it could be any relationship. It doesn't have to be love. It can be co-workers. It can be friends. It can be family. So we're going to see what comes out. I feel like I'm at a weird angle. So yeah, we're going to see what happens. It's going to be fine. So I don't know what's going to happen when I start to pull cards. I'm hoping that I get a different storyline to what I'm picking up on intuitively. Because whatever I'm picking up on intuitively, I feel like you're already moving on from that. You're already over it. So Cancer, you do have a tendency to think about the past quite a lot, which holds you back from the new things. So I'm hoping that when we do the cards, it's the new thing. The thing that you've been dealing with is the song that came through was Jocelyn by Olivia O'Brien. I keep getting this name Olivia. I don't know who Olivia is, but I'm sure it's somebody because I keep getting the name through. So, you know, we're off and we'll never be on again. I hope it was worth it. Effing Jocelyn. So it's, yeah, someone cheated and you're like, do you know what? Never want to talk. I don't want to fight. I just never want to talk to you again. That's really good, actually, Cancer. That's really, really healthy. To be like, do you know what? If that person was a jerk, then I'm moving on. That's good. That's progress, Cancer, I want to say. So yeah, it's coming through as a little bit catty. I hope it was worth it. You know, but you know, that's I think understandable, perfectly understandable to be like that if somebody's cheated on you. So yeah, I don't want to fight. I just never want to talk to you again. I hope it was worth it. We'll never be back on again. So why are we talking about them? That's what I want to ask, Cancer. Why are we still talking about these people if you're over it? Are you over it? What they were giving me kind of intuitively, I had this thing about like, it was almost like something melting in my hands or like something like turning to water. So I had the energy of like, you know, if you've ever held like a balloon filled with water, like a water balloon, right? But you know, a balloon filled with water, a water balloon. It's like holding a water balloon and it's like popping and then all of a sudden it's like a ball of water and you can't hold that so it falls to the ground. So I'm getting this kind of like bubble burst energy. But it's also, I can't really get the texture of what it is because it's like something changes. It's like something changes from one form into another. So it's a little bit like, you know, kinetic sand. If you've ever played with like, you know, the sand that you can have, or is it like the bath sand? You get like a sand that you can play with in the bath, and when it's wet, you can like mold it into shapes. But as soon as you lift it out of the water, it's dry and it kind of falls through your fingers. So it's that kind of energy of like, or like jelly or something. It's like, imagine if you picked up a big ball of jelly, but then it like turns back into water and it's like, bleh. It's that kind of energy. So it's like something that you can't hold, or a bubble being burst, that kind of energy. Jelly heart, I wrote down. I'm getting quite irritated energy before, right? Before I randomized Jocelyn, I was getting irritated. I was like annoyed, irritated, and then I randomized Jocelyn, and I was like, well, that explains it. So yeah, it's like a bit arsey, a bit irritated. Somebody may be a ballerina. I keep getting that. Yeah, I hope that it was worth it. So let's see what you get. So I don't know if you're thinking about that past person a lot, then the reading might be for that past person. And I feel like that's a waste of a reading because what are you thinking about them for? Clearly that wasn't the relationship for you, right? So I'm hoping when I pull cards, we get the new. I'm hoping that we get the soulmate who's coming in for you, who's going to, you know, stick around and be that person for you. So fingers crossed, Cancer. We'll see. May get something completely different. We may get the best friend who's like supporting you through thick and thin. I don't know. Tell me about the relationship between Cancer and their person. Who are we talking about today? So we're reading for Cancer for Thursday. Cancer for Thursday. A message in a bottle. Yeah, so this could be somebody that you're asking for help from. Mending. I don't think you can mend it if it's the Jocelyn song. Is it really worth mending? Is what I want to say. So 15. Communication, a sign, a cledon, the ancient name for a spontaneous oracle delivered innocently by the speaker, pointing the way to your highest good. I don't know why I'm reading the relationship message. I haven't done this for anyone else, but the universe, I need something more to go off here. You can expect someone to favour you with positive news. This could be in the form of a letter, a phone call, or an email. You are the intended receiver of the message, so stay open to what you learn. Only good will come of it in the end. All the signs are there. So you may be getting a message from this person, you may be messaging someone, it's a positive sign. Let's see what we get. So I'm seeing cogs shifting, so things are changing for you. It's kind of like stuff's changing in the background, and it is going to have an effect on you, but it's kind of like the universe is turning the cogs right now. There's stuff happening, you might not be aware of it. What does Cancer feel, please, about this relationship? What does Cancer feel about this relationship? You're giving up on something. This is an energy of giving up. I'm the wounded warrior. I've put a lot of time and effort into this. It's really hard work. I feel injured. I feel hurt. I feel like it's an uphill struggle. So I'm giving up. In the reverse, it's giving up. I'm not getting back up again. If it was in the upright, this would be I'm going to pick myself up and keep going. But in the reverse, that's like I'm done. I give up. Done. So you feel like you want to give up on this relationship. Is it the past relationship? Cancer, what did I say? Focus on the new. What is Cancer thinking about this relationship? What does Cancer think about this relationship? Cancer, stop thinking about past relationships that didn't work out. It's not doing you any good because it's just keeping you attached to an energy that doesn't serve you and doesn't work for you. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. It's an aspect of your sign that you cling on to things and you think about things from the past a lot. Even things that you know you shouldn't be thinking about. It's like, why am I thinking about that person? I don't even want them anymore. But then you're still thinking about them. And it's like, it just holds you in attachment to that old energy that quite frankly isn't meant to be. It's not right for you. So why? You can't help it. Poor Cancer. The Tower. So you're experiencing some kind of big upheaval, big mental upheaval. So you're thinking about something that felt like the rug was pulled out from underneath your feet. You're spending a lot of time thinking about this Tower moment, whatever that was for you. Something that crumbled right before your eyes. Something that failed. Something that was ripped away from you. Felt like your whole world was falling down. And you're thinking about this. So what is Cancer doing in regards to this relationship? You are finding closure and you are moving on to something new. Now, it could be that there's some kind of offer here to travel. It could be that there's some kind of offer to do something on the internet or in communications. But the world to me here is like you are completing some sort of cycle. There's something that you're closing out. You're taking the lessons from it. You're moving on, and you're moving on to something new that feels more divinely guided. You're moving on to something that feels like this is right for you. It's meant for you. It's some kind of opportunity. It's something tangible and real. So it's like a job offer or some money coming in that's going to enable you to do something, but it's meant for you. And you are going to take this, but it's like first you have to close out the old relationship. Maybe you need to close this out. I don't know, Cancer. 4 of Cups, yeah. Because when you're in this energy of being attached to an old, something old that didn't work out, something that was disappointing, something that failed, whether this is a love interest or it's relationships in general, it's like, you know, you had a lot of hope for those cups and those cups turned out to be full of sand and empty, right? It was kinetic sand, just like slipped from your fingers. And you're ignoring something that's more divinely guided. This person's waiting in the water here to bring this cup to you, to say, look, just stop drowning your sorrow, stop trying to drink these cups of sand and come and have this refreshing cool drink of water, you know, that I'm trying to offer you here. But this person's like, and I want to say this is you actually, Cancer, like you're not interested at the moment. You're too busy thinking about what went wrong in the past. You're thinking about the pain and the stress and the, oh my God, my life is ending moment of the past. And you've given up. right? You feel like you're giving up on love, you're giving up on relationships, you're not interested in any more offers. That's your current energy. I feel like somebody else had that in the person they were dealing with. I can't remember who it was now. Somebody else had the here in the feelings, they had the Four of Cups in the feelings. And I was saying it's like that person has to get over whatever it is they've been through before they can come to you. So I feel like it's almost like flip side energy. So what's Cancer? What is Cancer? What is Cancer's person feeling about this relationship? Right. Okay. So I see what's happening. So this is the new relationship trying to come in. This is something new. But the problem is you're still attached to the old. You're giving up on connections in general. You're not open to this connection because your thoughts are still going over what went wrong in the past. So you need to actively close out that cycle of learning and end those contracts from the past that didn't work out so that you can take this new offer. Now that's two aces, an ace of pentacles and an ace of wands. So this is new. And it's divinely guided. It's meant for you. Like this was talking about like a Cledon, right? It's like a spontaneous oracle. Like you're gonna know that this is the next thing, right? You're gonna open up to it, but it's reliant on you closing out the attachments and this habit you have of going over the past, right? Because it's just putting you into this Four of Cups energy where you're not open to the new. So this person's feeling very, very sexually attracted to you, quite frankly, with the Ace of Wands. This person is like, oh, Cancer, they're so hot. They really have my interest. Like, I feel like magnetically pulled to them. They're funny, they're engaging, they're sexy. I'm really interested in getting closer to Cancer, right? So this person's got the hots for you, Cancer. So what is this person thinking? What is Cancer's person thinking? If it's not a romantic relationship, then this is a lot of creativity. This person feels very, very creative when they're around you. They're quite passionate about doing something with you. So yeah, if it's not a relationship, it's just passionate, creative energy that they feel when they're around you or they feel towards you. So in their heads, they're thinking of success. They want success. They want victory here. They want to be recognised. I'll get more clarifiers on that in a minute. And what is in this person's action space, please? What is in this person's action space? Hello, right in my lap. This person is very, very grounded and stable. Perhaps they see you as somebody that they could settle down with. But yeah, this person's pretty... they're pretty secure, they're pretty grounded, stable, financially stable. They've probably got a nice house. You know, even if they don't own it, they probably have a comfortable home. They probably care a lot about the work they do. And they're very balanced, they're very patient, they're very temperate. Yeah, it feels like kind of waiting energy. It could be that they realise that you've gone through a difficult breakup, so they're just being patient and they're waiting to nurture you. They seem like they're going to be good for you, Cancer. This Five of Swords energy, though, there is some conflict here. There's perhaps they could be dealing with people around them who are perhaps a little bit negative, perhaps have... It could be that there's a bit of drama around you. This could be somebody that you know, maybe it's like a co-worker or you know, somebody in your friend group who you know, just generally like there's a lot of drama about something that happened. It could be a bit like people are picking sides. So it could just be that this person's kind of got some drama around them at the moment where, you know, they're dealing with like the opinions and thoughts of other people, something like that. All right, and what's on the underlying for them? What is that? Yeah, a bit defensive, a little bit defensive here. Defensive about against the opinions of others. So Cancer, why is if you hear that squeak there, it's just me moving around on my chair. I'm not trumping during your reading, I promise. The Nine of Wands in reverse. Yeah, you're very you're healing. You've given up on something and you need to rest, you need to heal. you're working through your emotions on something, because it's difficult when you give up on something that you had a lot of hope for. I do feel like this could be the Olivia character that I've been picking up on. When you give up on something that you've been hoping for, when you give up on a dream, when something doesn't work out, it is really disappointing. There are emotions that come with that. There are feelings and you know, just thoughts and gunk that you need to work through. So I do think you're in this kind of resting period where you just kind of need to be alone. You need to work through it. You need to process. You need to deal with, you need to heal from what went wrong, right? You've given up on something and there's healing from that. So what's the Tower moment in your thoughts? That came out very violently. Interesting, this person's got the Queen of Pentacles here. All right, I'm going to read this two ways. Let's see here. The Devil and the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. You've got double Capricorn energy there. So you could have been dealing with somebody with Cappy in their chart, or you could have a lot of Capricorn in your chart. Let me just double check. Which way round for this Devil energy, please? Which way round? Oh, which way round? Can you make it clear, please? Right, thank you. Which way round, please? I feel like there's something here where you've realised something about yourself or somebody else that had this Devil energy attached. Now, it could be that somebody was quite materialistic. She's kind of looking here at this money, and then she's holding this money high. And then here, the Queen of Pentacles over here has this kind of like big gold coin. So it could be, the Tower moment is some kind of realization about some shadow work that somebody needed to do in regards to perhaps their attitude to money and material things. I mean, if we were going to take it in reverse, the Devil card in reverse, like the Devil card in the upright is something that keeps you chained, something that keeps you trapped, feeling like you've got no control over your own life, feeling like, basically it comes through when you've got a lot of shadow work to do. So you could feel like this could be like a victim mentality where it's like, it's never your fault, it's always somebody else's fault. But if you look here, the lock is actually not locked. She could easily open that cage and get out herself. So it does have that kind of victim mentality thing to it. And it's like just shadow work, you know, like addictions and, you know, the shit that we deal with within. In the reverse, it's getting over that. So it could be that there's some kind of addiction or some kind of realization about your own behavior, your own shadow side, somebody else's shadow side, that kept someone feeling trapped when they weren't necessarily trapped. It is connected to this Queen of Pentacles energy, which is showing up over here. So whether this is your energy or their energy or shared energy, it can be a wife, mother, boss. It's normally, like I say, somebody who's grounded, stable, normally very, very good with money. There is something going on with like money or career or skills. One more card on the Queen of Pentacles, please. One more card on the Devil and the Queen of Pentacles, that's somebody who's like obsessed with money, somebody who overworks, somebody who's over ambitious. Nine of Cups, Knight of Swords. Some sort of action or communication taken here in regards to somebody working out where their abundance lies and making themselves happy. Figuring out that really happiness comes from within, and it shouldn't really matter what people are doing around us. You know, we're in control of whether we allow ourselves to be happy or not. You know, we can let external circumstances like Tower moments affect that, or we can keep that inner equilibrium and, you know, be strong and understand that the things are happening around us, not to us. Even though it often feels like things are happening to us. There's a bit of victim blaming here, and also possibly somebody drinking too much, and something about like money or over ambition or working too hard, something like that. Don't know, it's tricky. I'm not quite getting it. I mean, it's your thoughts, so It either makes sense to you and it's your reading, or it doesn't make any sense and it's just not your reading, right? The World and the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, there's a change in fortune coming for you here. If you feel like you've been unlucky, if you feel like you've been in relationships and situations that didn't work out and you were disappointed and hurt, I feel like there is an opportunity here for a change of fortune, but it comes in with this energy of like, you need to make sure you learn the lessons of what went wrong in the first place. If you're constantly having your heart broken in love, is it because you've got a certain type that's not good for you? If you constantly get attracted to people who are like players, then you can't be surprised when they break your heart. So I'm not saying that's definitely the case, Cancer. What I'm saying is that's an example of like, there is some kind of lesson that you're meant to take forward so you don't repeat the same patterns. And that's why actually, to be honest, you being in this energy of like, you know, going back over the past and figuring out what went wrong, what were the red flags, is actually part of that learning process, so that you can learn the lessons and then move forward fresh with a cup half full attitude of like, well, I know, you know, like this is the energy of like, I understand that everything that has happened to me in my life was a lesson. The pain, the things that I have walked away from, the things that have hurt me, the things that I'm disappointed in, there's, you know, they all serve me because there's lessons that I can take from them. You know, if I didn't learn the lessons, I'd be doomed to repeat the same mistakes. So I understand that everything that went wrong is just some kind of difficult like lesson that I had to learn. So I'm stronger now because I've learned the lessons, because I know what kind of people to avoid. I know what the signs are of somebody being a player or a narcissist, or, you know, like I know what a bad relationship looks like. So I know what to avoid in the future. And that's actually strengthening you and putting you in a better position to receive things that are right for you. There you go, King and Queen of Pentacles. So that is like a long-term commitment. That's like a marriage, stable partnership, good, you know, business partners. Could be that you work with somebody. Now, I don't know, if I'm honest, I don't know if this is the person from the past who is looking to have success with somebody new, or if this is a new person coming in for you. It could be that the two look quite the same, and that could be causing some confusion for you. It's like, well, is this a red flag or is this not a red flag? It's like, I know that I want somebody who is an earth sign, but earth signs keep breaking my heart. So maybe I shouldn't go for an earth sign. It's that kind of energy. But it's like, it's not the fact that this person's an earth sign. It's perhaps, you know, this person is too materialistic. They put money above everything else. You know, not all earth signs are like that. So it's like, maybe there's something about the red flags that you just need to reassess. Maybe you're seeing something as a red flag when actually it's like a different factor. But let's find out. So this person then in this person in this relationship with Cancer. So tell me about their feelings. They're feeling the Ace of Wands. Is this to Cancer or to somebody else? The King of Cups. So whatever is making them feel very, very passionate and wanting this fresh start, this new, passionate, exciting, creative beginning, it's attached to this King of Cups character. Now, this could be them, or it could be you, or it could be somebody else entirely, but it's basically telling me that they feel a huge depth of love for something. Whatever this is, this Ace of Wands, whatever that represents to them, there's deep emotions attached. They may come across as a little bit controlling. It's just because this energy tends to be quite emotionally reserved. This isn't somebody who is like, in the reverse, this is somebody whose emotions are all over the place, like they, you know, they've no emotional control. In the upright, it's like somebody with a lot of emotional control. I'm sorry, my phone beeped, so I was a bit worried that I was a little bit worried that my video was cutting out. So yeah, a huge amount of emotional depth, a huge amount of emotional control, but they don't necessarily tell everybody how they're feeling all the time. So there's this person feels very, very deeply. They match you emotionally, I want to say. They may just be presenting as quite like passionate and excited, but there's emotional depth behind it. Tell me about the Six of Wands in this person's thoughts. So Cancer's person's thoughts, what's the Six of Wands? The Sun. Yeah, they want success, they want freedom, they want to, it's like they want to be loved, they want to be adored, they're They're looking to be in the spotlight. They want to... There's some kind of emotional disconnect though. Emotional disconnect there. Yeah, they want people to adore them. They want crowds of people cheering them on. They want success. They want to be recognized. So it could be that they want success with you. You know, they would feel very, very confident and successful if they could win your love. It could be something like that. Or it could just be that this person is very ambitious. Tell me about the Queen of Pentacles in this person's action space. Why is the Queen of Pentacles in this person's action space? There is no communication here and no action being taken. Whatever that is, no communication, no action. What's the Five of Swords? Whoa, that is definitely fallout energy. It could be fallout with this person. There is some kind of truth being spoken, some kind of light bulb moment, some kind of clarity. I feel like this person could be speaking some sort of truth that shocks you. It could be that this person says to you, I want you to be my wife. It shocks you. And you're thinking, well, I don't know if I want to be trapped in a marriage. I'm quite good at making myself happy. Maybe I'm interested in learning how to make myself happy. It could be that this person says, I want to be single. Because these two cards are quite similar. This is, we're married, I want to be single. I want to keep my options open. It could be, yeah, it could be, I want to keep my options open. I don't want to be tied down, which is shocking to you. Because you're like, well, I wanted something a bit more committed here. Because you've got like this, you've actually got the King of Pentacles and the Two of Cups here. Like, well, I thought that we were going to be happily married, you know, I thought, or I see us being, it could be like this could be what this conflict is. Because you could be saying, I want to be partnered with you. I want us to work together. I want us to be in partnership with each other. But here's that Knight of Swords coming in, which is bringing in the Tower moment, because this person's saying, well, actually, there's a difference of opinion here because I want to be single and I want to keep my options open. Now, if that's not a loving relationship, it could be a business. You know, I don't want to partner up in business. I want to be able to be freelance. You know, it doesn't have to be romantic. But there is a conflict here. There is a fallout energy because you're wanting different things. Justice, it could be like contracts involved or legalities. All right, so tell me a bit of a complicated reading. I'm not quite sure what the relationship is here between you both. I think it's slightly clouded by past experiences and a misunderstanding of the intentions of each other. Let me just get one more clarifier, one more relationship message, please. For no, that is not one, is it? That's not one. One more. Right. The Orphan card has come out as relationship advice. Is there any other relationship advice for Cancer's reading today? Time for a nap. Okay. So you've got then Orphaned 5. A sense of loss, an identity crisis, recognizing that you don't fit in, the need to belong, uncertainty about your place. Relationship message. As you shift and evolve and commit to your own growth, you long for support, but may be disappointed and hurt by others who are not providing what you feel you deserve. Perhaps you are drifting away from this relationship because you're in a different stage of personal growth. Perhaps you are in a new relationship and discovering that you don't share the same values and beliefs. Discovering that you don't share the same values and beliefs, right? This person wants to keep their options open, you want commitment. So you feel left out, unable to get that intimate place of safety and belonging. Take heart, as Spirit knows you and loves you and will steer you in the right direction of those who accept you as you are without artifice or agenda. Don't compromise yourself to belong. It won't be worth the price. So be authentic and you'll attract people who match you on a vibrational level. If you're trying to pretend that you're something that you're not, then you're not going to attract the right kind of people for you, because, you know, if you present as, oh, I'm so fun, I'm so sexy, you know, people are going to be like, oh, Cancer's fun and sexy, they're up for a good time. You know, if you want to be seen as somebody's waifu material, you know, you need to show yourself, you know, present as waifu material. It's that kind of energy. So time for a nap. I'm sorry, I feel like I always give you a hard time, Cancer. I'm so sorry. Like, genuinely, I want to be giving you beautiful readings because you are a beautiful person. And there's nothing wrong here with wanting commitment and wanting an equal partnership and wanting somebody who's committed to you and loyal. There's just some kind of lesson to learn here about what exactly is going wrong and what action can you take, rather than being like, I've been treated so badly in relationships, it's all that other person's fault. And there is a little bit of that here, I'm sorry. This is actually empowering you, because it's saying, well, you can't control other people, Cancer. You can't control how they're going to act or what they're going to want. So you need to release that need to control other people or have expectations of other people's behavior. Like, yes, draw boundaries. Yes, tell people this is what I want from a relationship, but you can't force other people to have the same values and beliefs as you. So I think there's something here where you're being asked to look inwards and do that time where you go over the past and think about the red flags and think, well, what could I have done differently? Did I project a fantasy onto this person? Did I not make it clear what I wanted from the start of this relationship? Did I put on a false mask where, I tried to attract this person because I thought acting a certain way would attract them, and then I got upset when they didn't really know who I was because I was wearing this mask? So I'm not saying that was 100% you. Again, this is a general reading, so take what fits and leave what doesn't. What I'm saying is that if you look for the lessons and you really take them on board and you look at what you could have done differently, and it could be, Cancer, you shouldn't have touched that person. You shouldn't have gone near them. They're clearly a player. Like, you don't, like, why did you think you could turn them into like a husband? Like, clearly that's not who they were, I think it's going to be easier for you because you're going to move more towards the connections that you're going to find what you want, because you're going to be clear about what you want, and you're going to, with the universe, take those lessons on board, go for new opportunities that are divinely guided, right? This person is giving you what you want. Here it is on a plate from the universe, right? This is what you want. And here it is, the opportunity for this, once you've learned the lessons, and then your fortune is going to change, right? You can't have a change of fortune if you keep making the mistakes from the past, because you don't learn from the devil energy. If you learn from the devil energy, which is why it comes into the readings in the first place, then you make different choices, and you make different choices for the future. Your luck will literally change because you've learned the lessons from the past. I mean, that's difficult. I mean, I don't know, you may be dealing with a Capricorn or have a strong, maybe you're a Capricorn watching for a Cancerian Venus placement or something, because Capricorn, you've got Capricorn, 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 and Pluto, which is, Pluto is in Capricorn's sign right now. So yeah. Time for a nap, rest and rejuvenation and renewal. I feel like I'm reading for somebody who's Capricorn, like Capricorn Sun and like Cancer Venus, something like that. Rest and rejuvenation and renewal, temporary non-action, allowing dreams to arise. When it comes to matters of the heart, don't make any plans right now. If you're not partnered, it's a good time to take this time out to get to know yourself. They're giving me Billie Eilish, I'm in love with my future. If you're involved with somebody, relax and just be with your partner. This is going to be an uneventful moment in time. Don't force anything now. Allow things to flow naturally, and a beautiful renewal will take place all by itself. Patience is the key to your heart's desire right now. Patience is the key to your heart's desire. You've got patience there in that person's action space. Withdraw from action in your relationship and give it a rest so that your love and connection can become rejuvenated. Maybe you're gripping on a bit too tight and it's suffocating this person who has a strong need for freedom. Could be a very independent person. If you want to see a very different attitude, almost like the absolute opposite of this reading, maybe go and have a look at Gemini's reading, because they had a beautiful, beautiful reading where they were just, it's like they had so much love for their person that they were just letting them be completely free. And it kind of gives me that energy. If it's you, if it's you, if it's you, then you'll come back to me. So it's the opposite. It was like, I love you, so I'm going to let you free, where your energy is more like, I love you, so I'm going to cling. And it's not that I'm not criticizing you for that. It's in your nature to do that. And a lot of, you know, if you get the right match, then that's going to work really, really well. But if you're clinging to somebody, perhaps a Sagittarius as well, who wants a lot of freedom, you've got Sag there and Sag and Leo, then it is going to suffocate them. You know, if you're dealing with somebody who's got like Aries in Venus or something like that, or Sagittarius or Aquarius, then yeah, they need freedom. It's part of their nature to need freedom. So it could be that you're very attracted to these people who seem quite free and, you know, sexy and vibrant and entrepreneurial and, like, you know, free spirits, and then you're disappointed that it doesn't work out. It's because your nature, Cancer, is to be, again, we've got a complicated birth chart, so nobody's going to be exactly the same, but Cancerian energy by itself is the crab, it's the tortoise, it's the you know, home matters, family matters, friendship. Like, I want to keep the people I love close. So there's a natural conflict there if you're attracted to the kind of people who need a lot of freedom when your nature is to cling. So it feels like that's what's happening. It's like, and then it's almost like you don't understand that person's nature, you don't understand that person's need for a lot of freedom, because it's so different to your own. So when this person wants freedom, when this person wants independence, you're left feeling left out and abandoned and orphaned, because you take it personally. You think it's you think it's a reflection on you, it's something you did wrong, when it's not. It's just two different types of people. So if you're constantly going for this kind of person, you know, like you find them really sexy and dynamic, I think maybe it might be a good exercise, Cancer, to sit down and make a list of what you're attracted to. You know, look through all your old relationships and say, what attracted me to that person in the first place? Like, why did I go for that person? Why did I go for that relationship? What did I like about it? And then sit down and make a different list and say, get all that out your head, and then say, what do I want from a relationship? What kind of person do I want to settle down with? You know, what am I actually looking for? And then look at the two lists and see if they match or if they're completely different, because it could be something where you're just not going for the right type of person. All right, I'm sorry that it always turns into a lecture. I'm so sorry, Cancer. I don't mean to do that. I genuinely do want to. I want you to be happy. And that every time I sit down and I start to do a Cancer reading, I'm like, this time it's going to be different. This time I'm going to have a beautiful reading for Cancer where they're happy and they're confident and they're going for what they want. And very quickly I get into this kind of like drama energy that's attached to Cancerian energy. And you know, I want you to get what you deserve. I want you to get what Cancer is meant to get, and that's somebody who is going to nurture you, somebody who's going to protect you, somebody who's going to make you feel safe, somebody who's going to make you feel stable, but also being like somebody who's like fun to be around and who excites you and who you feel passionate about. I want all those things for you. I want you to find your Two of Cups. Are you looking for your Two of Cups in the right places? All right, Cancer, do take care of yourselves. Please do take care of yourselves. I can see that that's emotionally what you need right now, right? You need time and space to think. You need time and space to work through these things, to find the lessons. And you're going to do it because you're good at that, right? You're good at going through the past with a fine-tooth comb, right? That's a skill that you're good at. So go and do that. And in next week's reading, we're going to find you your soulmate, right? We're going to point you in the right path, I hope. That's my intention. All right, do take care of yourselves, Cancer. Please do, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.